Okay, so Barack Obama was speaking at Notre Dame this past weekend, and there were several protesters there because he is a pro-choice president. He handled the hecklers very well and once again never lost his cool. I don't completely I don't completely understand why my wish was alma mater Notre Dame would have this kind of reaction to the president. We Catholics are a very proud and devout people. Mostly, mostly. I said it before and I'll say it again. There are two roads a Catholic may go down in life. One where he stays true to his faith and never questions his church, and the other where you end up like Bill Maher or George Carlin, who were both raised Catholic, and yeah. Speaking of the Catholic religion, Pope Benedict had gone to Israel last week to promote peace between the Muslims and Jews. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would the Catholic Church interfere in the self-destruction of its two monotheistic rivals? Let them kill each other off, and voila, Catholics rule the world. There you go. Well, the answer for that is simple. We are trying to take the moral high ground to the two warring religions. They sit there and they try to kill each other, and we're here trying to promote peace for them. We're like the Buddhist of the one God religions. How cool is that? Um, our Pope may or may not uh, be repenting for his personal demons. Um, as you may know, our Pope in his youth, as a child, was a member of the Hitler Nazi Youth. Since he's become Pope, though, he has apologized for the Holocaust, which he did in Israel. And by the way, he did that in Israel, and you know what they said? He he his exact words were he apologizes for the killings of all the Jews in the Holocaust. You know what the Jewish people response to that was? Like, well, we like it, but he did not say murder. They murdered us. Really, people, are you gonna get a fucking grammar check on the Pope? God, give the guy, throw him a friggin' bone, okay? He was there. Yeah. Before that, they wouldn't even admit that there was a Holocaust. You guys are lucky you got what you got. I'm just saying. Since he's become Pope, he's apologized for the Holocaust and all that stuff. He's tried to promote unity with with Judaism by basically sitting in the temple and attending their services. He did it when he came to America. He he put a prayer in the cracked wall in Israel. The Jewish prayer wall. He put a prayer in there. He's basically, and I think about this, and I was like, why haven't we always tried to do this with the Jewish people? I mean, for crying out loud, people, the first half of the Bible is the Old Testament, which is the Jewish faith. I mean, it's in our book too. So why the hell do we disagree with them? Because of the birth of one guy there, Jesus? I'm sorry, but that's that one person changing up our religion like that. I'm just saying. We shouldn't have that kind of. If we didn't like the Jewish people so much, we shouldn't have had them in our Bible. We should have gone the Muslim road and just, completely ignored that the Jewish faith even really existed. But no, I don't know. Anyways, veering off of religion for a second, but not for too long, because I got something else. Did anybody see the Colbert Report last night? Because John McCain's daughter was on there, and she referred to herself as a pro-sex, pro-choice, and pro-gay marriage Republican. She was very eloquent and intelligent. She actually reminded me of her father before he started running for president. He was a very independent-minded individual, and I sided with him a lot on a lot of his views. But then he was drained of his personal beliefs when the Republican Party asked him to run for president. He had to appease the party's views, and that's how he lost his election. Who knows? He could have been our president had he not sold out. Um, Speaking of Colbert and going back to religion, I have noticed lately that he's been bashing the state of Kansas, my state of Kansas where I live, because of our Board of Education still making schools teach creationism. You know, the whole God, let there be light thing. Listen, I'm not a proud resident of Kansas. I really, every time I hear Sam Brownback talk, I cringe a little. It's like, what's he going to say to make us look stupid now? But Kansas does need to catch up with the rest of the country and say, hey, creationism is for the church to teach, evolution is for the schools to teach. That's my opinion. Um, but hey, if you want to know what my real views on the debate go, just read the book of Angels and Demons. Basically, one it's the belief that one proves the other. Science's Big Bang Theory proves that there is a God. That's it just. But yeah, and finally, on a sadder note here, GM and Chrysler are closing down over 2,000 dealerships by the end of their fiscal year. Um, all I can say about this is happy car shopping, people, because the those cars are going to be cheap from the dealerships because of going out of business. Sales are going to be popping up everywhere. You're going to get yourself a brand new Escalade for the low price of $5,000. I don't know. It's going to be nice for people that don't have enough money to pay cars. I know for a fact that this guy right here is not proud of the way my car purchase went down with mine. I bought a $16,000 car, and so far I've paid $20,000 on it, and by the time I'm actually done with my payments, it'll be a $30,000 car that I've paid. It'll be $30,000 that I paid for a $16,000 car. I just gotta tell you, financing is fucking stupid. But that's just me. You guys have a good day. I am